Imagine living next door to your soulmate for years, but instead of holding hands, you're trying to break each other's ankles on the basketball court. That was the reality for Monica and Quincy, two kids from Baldwin Hills who shared a driveway, a hoop, and a dream that was way bigger than their neighborhood. But as they grew up, the line between teammates and lovers started to blur in ways neither of them expected. Today, we're diving into a story where the game of love is just as high stakes as the NBA Finals. It's 1981 in Los Angeles, and a new family is moving in next door to the Wrights. Quincy, the son of a pro basketball player, is out in the driveway doing what he does best, balling. When he sees a new kid approaching, he thinks he's just found another body to school on the court. But surprise! The kid is Monica, a 10-year-old girl with a tomboy attitude and a jump shot that would make most grown men weep. She's not there to play dolls, she's there to win. And honestly, she starts cooking Quincy right away. Being the competitive kid he is, Quincy gets frustrated, things get physical, and Monica ends up with a bloody lip. Not exactly a meet-cute for the ages, right? The aftermath is where we see the rift in their worlds. Monica's mom, Camille, hates the tomboy look and wishes Monica would act more girly, while her dad, Nathan, is just happy she's got spirit. Meanwhile, over at Quincy's house, his dad Zeke is preaching that a man never says he can't. Quincy feels bad though. He's a tough kid, but he's got a heart. He writes a note to apologize, and pretty soon, the two neighbors go from rivals to best friends. Quincy is impressed because he's never met a girl who can actually play, and Monica? She just wants to be the female Magic Johnson. Before we move on to the high school years, there's this adorable moment where Quincy sees Monica all dressed up in a yellow dress for the first time. He's so stunned he asks her to be his girlfriend on the spot. They even agree to a 5-second kiss to seal the deal, which is just peak childhood innocence. But as the clock ticks forward to high school, that innocence starts to fade, and the pressure of the real world starts to settle in. Fast forward to high school, and Quincy is the superstar. Everyone knows his name, scouts are watching his every move, and he's the king of the campus. Monica is still that gritty, determined player, but she's got a temper. She's out there getting technical fouls and arguing with refs, which is driving her coaches crazy. It's tough for her because while Quincy is being fast-tracked to the pros, Monica is fighting just to be seen. You can see the tension whenever they lock eyes across the gym. There's a history there, a pull that neither of them can quite ignore, even when they're dating other people. Take the school dance, for example. Monica shows up with a date, looking absolutely stunning. Quincy is there with his own girl, but the second Monica walks in, he loses focus. He's staring at her like she's the only person in the room. Even when they're both on the dance floor with different partners, they aren't looking at who they're with, they're looking at each other. It's that deep soul-searching stare that tells you everything you need to know. They aren't just neighbors anymore, they're two people who are realizing they might be each other's person. The turning point comes when the college acceptance letters start arriving. Monica is terrified to open hers, so she calls out to Quincy from her window. He comes over, opens the envelope for her, and the look on his face says it all. She got into USC. The excitement is so electric that they finally stop fighting the feeling. They share a real kiss, and then another, and eventually, they end up in Monica's room. It's a beautiful, tender moment where they finally cross that line from friends to something much deeper. But as any athlete knows, when you reach the next level, the game only gets harder. College at USC is a wake-up call, especially for Monica. She's no longer the big fish in a small pond. Her coach is riding her hard, her teammates are playing dirty, and she feels like she's constantly being picked on. There's even a moment where she scores and tries to show off, only to have her coach humiliate her by making her hold a pose for the rest of practice. It's a brutal lesson in humility. And while Monica is struggling to find her footing, Quincy is dealing with the pressures of being a star athlete and the constant attention from female fans. Monica's jealousy starts to flare up when she sees girls flirting with Quincy on campus. He tries to reassure her, telling her that she's the only one who truly knows him and loves him for who he is, not just the jersey he wears. But the stress of their individual careers is starting to create cracks in their relationship. The locker room talk doesn't help either. Monica finds out she was only recruited because another player got pregnant and quit. Talk about a blow to the ego. She's fighting for her life on the court, and Quincy is fighting the expectations of his father's legacy. As the pressure builds, we have to wonder, can a relationship survive when both people are chasing the same dream at the highest level? They've gone from childhood rivals to passionate lovers, but the road to the pros is paved with sacrifices. Will their love be the thing that carries them through, or will the game they both love so much eventually tear them apart? What do you think is harder, chasing your dream or keeping a relationship alive while you do it? Let me know in the comments if you think Monica and Quincy are endgame, and if you've ever had a childhood friend to lover story of your own. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more deep dives into stories like this one. Thanks for watching, see you in the next recap.